Imagine the American highway at sunrise. A massive truck rolls by, chrome grille shining, engine rumbling like thunder, hauling heavy loads with ease. Farmers use it, workers trust it, families love it, and adventurers drive it across deserts, mountains, and snowy roads. This is not just any truck. This is the Ford SuperTruck, a machine that has defined America's love for pickups for more than a century. But behind the roar of the engine and the rugged design lies a story of innovation, power, and dominance. Today, we'll take you through the incredible history of Ford SuperTrucks, from the birth of the F-Series to the rise of the Super Duty line, and how these trucks became legends on and off the road. So buckle up. This is the story of the Ford SuperTruck, the king of pickup trucks. The story begins in 1917. Henry Ford, already famous for the Model T, decided to build something new, a vehicle designed not for city driving, but for hard work. He introduced the Ford Model TT, the very first Ford truck. It was simple, tough, and reliable. Farmers loved it, businesses used it, and soon it became the backbone of America's working class. Through the 1920s and 1930s, Ford trucks grew in popularity. The Model AA and Model BB trucks followed, offering more power and utility. But it was in the 1940s, after World War II, that Ford prepared something revolutionary. In 1948, Ford introduced the F-Series, a line of pickup trucks that would change history forever. From the F1 half-ton pickup to larger models like the F2 and F3, the F-Series trucks gave Americans something unique, a truck that was both the workhorse and a comfortable ride. The F-Series trucks were durable, stylish for their time, and practical. They became the go-to choice for farmers, construction workers, and families alike. This was the birth of what would later become the best-selling vehicle line in America. The 1950s brought style upgrades, sleeker designs, larger engines, and more comfort. In 1953, the F-Series got new names: F100, F250, and F350. By the 1960s, Ford added even more features: two-tone paint, improved suspensions, and bigger V8 engines. These weren't just trucks anymore. They were symbols of American life. In the 1970s, Ford pushed further. In 1975, they introduced the first Ford F-150. This model became a game-changer, powerful enough for work, comfortable enough for family use, and affordable for everyday Americans. Little did Ford know, the F-150 would one day become the best-selling vehicle in the United States for over 40 consecutive years. As the years went by, Ford realized something. While the F-150 was perfect for most drivers, some people needed more. More strength, more towing, more durability. In 1999, Ford introduced the Super Duty lineup, the F-250, F-350, and F-450. These trucks were massive beasts, built with stronger frames, more powerful engines, and incredible towing capacities. They weren't just pickups. They were heavy-duty machines that could haul trailers, carry massive loads, and survive the toughest conditions. Farmers, contractors, ranchers, and workers across America fell in love with them. The Super Duty became a symbol of raw power and reliability. Ford SuperTrucks became famous not just for their size, but for their engines. The Power-Stroke diesel engines gave Super Duty trucks unmatched towing power. The V8 gas engines provided reliability and strength. Newer models even introduced hybrid technology, like the Power Boost Hybrid, combining fuel efficiency with muscle. From roaring V8s to turbocharged diesels, Ford trucks had an engine for every need. The F-450 Super Duty, for example, could tow over 37,000 pounds. That's the weight of a small airplane. Ford trucks weren't just vehicles. They became part of American culture. Country songs celebrated them. Hollywood movies featured them. Presidents and celebrities drove them. In rural America, owning a Ford truck was almost a tradition. In cities, it became a lifestyle choice. Whether hauling hay in Texas, towing boats in Florida, or driving through snowy mountains in Colorado, Ford super trucks were everywhere. They symbolized strength, independence, and freedom. Of course, Ford wasn't alone. Chevrolet had the Silverado, Ram had its heavy-duty trucks. GMC, Toyota, and Nissan all tried to compete. But year after year, Ford's F-Series outsold them all. In fact, the F-Series has been the best-selling truck in America since 1977 and the best-selling vehicle overall for decades. The reason? Reliability, innovation, and trust. In the 2000s and 2010s, Ford continued to innovate. They introduced aluminum alloy bodies to make trucks lighter yet stronger. They added advanced tech features, touchscreens, driver assist systems, luxury interiors. The trucks became not just tools, but also luxury vehicles for those who wanted comfort with power. Then came the electric revolution. In 2021, Ford launched the F-150 Lightning, the first all-electric Ford truck. It combined Ford's legendary toughness with zero-emission technology, proving that the future of trucks could still be powerful and sustainable. Why have Ford super trucks remained so popular for more than a century? The answer lies in trust. Farmers trust them. Workers trust them. Families trust them. These trucks aren't just about horsepower. They're about reliability, durability, and pride. When you buy a Ford super truck, you're not just buying a vehicle. You're buying a piece of history. From the first Model TT in 1917, to the legendary F-150 in 1975, to the unstoppable Super Duty lineup in 1999, and now to the futuristic F-150 Lightning. Ford has led the way in building trucks that are strong, dependable, and iconic. The Ford super truck is not just a machine. It's a story. It's a legacy. It's the heartbeat of America's roads. For more than a century, Ford trucks have carried our goods, our families, our dreams. From farms to freeways, from battlefields to city streets, they have proven one thing. When it comes to trucks, Ford reigns supreme. This was the story of the Ford super truck. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Gear Tales because every car and every truck has a story worth telling.